Welcome to Love Them Knives channel. We got a Sofirn SK30 in the studio, and I think it'll be interesting to go outside and check it out. What do they say about this? Well, it's got eco mode, or moonlight. Some people call it moonlight mode. 42 hours. You got low, medium, high, and turbo. Then you got strobe, IPX8, 1 meter drop. Here's your weight. Here's your manufacturer. What do you want? Time to charge fully, 3.5 hours. 2000 milliamp, apparently. Okay. USB-C chargeable. And yes, it is. It's right here. USB-C. And which way am I pulling on it? The wrong side. Here. Open it up. There's USB-C. It's got all kinds of grippy on here, doesn't it? And the swirl pattern and everything. The SK30. And then this crenulated bezel for banging the glass out or whatever you need to do with it. You know what? This looks like this would have some carry to it because it's not a, it's not a textured reflector on here. And this is not, there's no button up here to function with. It is just a 2-button system on the rear. Now, I haven't even tried to see if this will, no, it will not tail stand at all because this button goes up higher than that, but you can put your lanyard through here if you want, okay? Now, this was interesting. Of course, it's got a clip, and you can remove this clip if you want, all right? But it's a 2-button system. It's really pretty easy to understand, though. That's always something I worry about with a 2-button system. But here's this button. Now, this is your on and off, the big one, right? Turns it on, turns it off. On, off, right? But if it's off and you touch this button, you get strobe, all right? So you get strobe like instantly. But you turn this on and then you push this button. No, it just runs you through the brightness levels and it goes up to 3200 lumens, all right? So, and it just, there's low, medium, high, higher, highest. But that's the turbo. So this must be the eco, low, medium, high, turbo. Wow. It's got it going on, off and on, by the way, right here. But then if it's off, now if it's on and you're running around doing this and that, but you push and hold this button, it'll go into strobe as well. Okay? So there's that. Wow. Okay. And it's not very expensive. Let's take a look at the battery really quick and see what we're into here. I thought it was a 2000 milliamp. It's a 5000 milliamp 21700. Wow. It's a flat top too. So this is heavy duty. And you know what? Did it come out like this or did it come out like this? Let's see. I'm sure it has protection in case you put it backwards in here. And that's it, right? 21700 at 5000 milliamps. Wow. Ooh, that's a hoss. Okay. And what else do you get in here, by the way? Well, you get a destruction booklet. But let's see what else. Of course, it comes with a band around it. It says read me. You know, take that disc out of there. When you got to open it up, take this little disc out, right? Then you get your charge cord and your instructions are in here. And oh, yes, you get one of these. So if you don't want to do the pocket clip, you can always do this, right? So no problem there. Kick this open, bang, and let's take a look in here. See what we got in here. Come on, man. There you go. There's your charge cord, USB-C to USB-C. And then here's your instructions. Woo. We got a big time thing going on here, don't we? All kinds of stuff. So 30 lumens to 150, 350, 1,000, and then 3,000. So Did I say 3,200? I'm a liar. I guess it must be 3,000 then. And 2,800 on the strobe. There's your run times, 42 hours at the eco mode, which is 30 lumens. It's not a 1 lumen moonlight mode then. So there's, yeah. And the battery indicator, solid green, solid red, flashing red, blah, blah, blah. And when charging, etc., etc. And then here's your switch operation, etc., like that. So mode switch, power switch, all that. And that comes in here. And then you get the lanyard and some O-rings. So you're good there. So you got a lot of stuff that comes with it. All this feels good in the hand, but it's not a tiny, little flashlight. It's pretty good size. But you know what? I saw this on Amazon. Here it is. Check this out. List price. Okay, normally I guess 64 bucks. I don't know. But here's $59.99. And guess what? I saw this. Click that for $24 off. What? Okay, so I did. And so here's what happened. Yeah, there's a 59. There's a 24 off. And then there was tax, of course. You got to pay tax on Amazon. $38.69. So this can be bought for $38.69. 3,000 lumens, granulated bezel, dual switch system, 5,000 milliamp battery. God, it's just amazing to me. It really is. It's like, how do you do this? How do you do this? But you know what? I think we need to take it outside and check it out. We are now outside with the SK30 from Sofirn. And let's start checking this thing out. Yeah, it's not real floody, is it? Hold on, let me kick this up. Oh, now here we go. So this is the 3,000 lumen level. So this is the max level on this. Wow, okay. But you know what? I think it's going to have a pretty good throw to it. Let's look down here, down the block. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's got a good throw to it. It's getting down there. If other flashlights that we've had that were more floody, they won't show these trees here. So I know that this has a good carry to it. That is amazing. Let me see over here. And yeah, and you could see, maybe you can see that tree over there. And there's trees behind it as well. If you can see that on the other side of the fairways of the golf course. Okay, so yes. Wow, okay. And it's warming up a little bit, but it's not too bad, actually. And this is the 3,000 lumen. All right, now here's low. And we're up against in the yard, but this is low. Okay, let me see what we got here in the front yard. We got a tree. And here we go again. Gosh. Yeah, that's pretty good throw on here. It really does give you some distance on this. There's that. All right. More. And turn around. And there's your max of 3,000 lumens. That's really good. Here we go. Minimum. Next. and we're up there. Okay, let's see what we got down the back of this block on the 3000. And here we go. Look at that. Clear down the block, different houses, etc., etc. Yes, it lights it up. Definitely does. Okay, so let's see about this when you go to the strobe. There it is. And that's at 2800 lumens, supposedly. All right. And it continues to go. If you just go from 0 to strobe, then that's what you get. But when you let off, it's gone, okay? So I think that pretty much gives us the rundown of this flashlight. Right there. And there's the full load right there. All right. All right, we're back. The Sofirn SK30. Wow, it's impressive. Wow. Especially with that $24 off thing, but at $59, $60, it's amazing. 3,000 lumens. And oh, by the way, you know, you can just half press this. Watch this. Just there's turbo. So you don't even have to, you know, click this on and go through all this, you know. You can just unclick this, and if it's just off, you can just half press, and there it is. Now you want to keep it on that, just all the way depress it and kick it on. But you can just half press. It's a half, like that. A double tap, and then it goes like that to turbo, and then you can keep it on turbo if you want, or you can just go on this, and then you can use the other little switch to run up the brightness levels. So there's that. And then of course with the strobe, you can also do that too. While this is on here, and you can push and get the strobe going, and then you can let off of here and the strobe will continue, okay? Otherwise, the strobe is temporary when you use it alone when you go from the off position, okay? Just saying, all right? Just wanted to bring that back up to you, but check it out on Amazon, or I'll give you the link to the Sofirn website, and it's amazing. It's amazing. But you get the pouch with it, you get the charge cord, you get a 5,000 milliamp battery, you get a crenulated bezel, you get aluminum, you get IPX rating, you get all that for next to nothing, it seems like. And you guys, links below, stay bright.